Hello, everyone. Today we are going to present to you a special man, a great man. Yeah, this is Stefan, and I will do the interview with Victor. So I'm Cedric. We come from Asia, an engineer school in France, and let's begin. So Stefan, how are you? How you feel?
Well, I feel fantastic after that introduction. So, yeah, no,
So-
fine. I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Oh, that's great. Where are you from?
So I'm actually from Wrexham.
Yeah.
Well, I've lived here all my life. I was actually born in Liverpool, which is maybe 30 or 40 miles away.
Okay.
But I've been raised and brought up in Wrexham and lived here most of my life.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. So-
And now you're working at Glyndŵr University?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the lecturers here at the university, and I work in the creative media technology department,
Okay.
which teaches sort of sound, music, television, those kind of media and broadcast.
And how long have you been teaching or working here?
It's approximately 4 to 5 years. I'm not sure. I need to work it out.
Because
Yeah.
you look like really young.
Well,
So
thank you for that.
you know.
Thank you. Yeah.
And before that, what did you do before to teach?
So from the age of 17 to around about 30, I was a drummer, professional
Oh,
drummer or musician. I did do some teaching, so I would teach music
Teach music.
in sort of in schools, primary and secondary. I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the equivalent is in France, but I would teach people from the age of about 7 to 18 to play drums and various bits.
So yeah.
Can I?
Oh yeah. That's a
So
good
you
question.
like maybe music, literature, all of this?
Well, I know I specifically taught music. That was the the job I was given. Because I would go from school to school, so I
Yeah.
didn't work in one place.
Okay.
I would kind of go in for maybe an
Moving
afternoon or a
often.
day in
Yeah.
one school and then go to another.
Okay.
That's what I did.
So Stefan,
Yeah.
could you tell me what do you think about working here? Have you ever been in a bad experience with the students or with the staff? What do you think about working here?
I really enjoy my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So
I haven't had there are times where the job is more, it can be slightly more difficult, or some
Yeah.
students have problems and you try and help them out as much as you can. I wouldn't say that I've had a bad experience, particularly. I also have, during that time, as I was saying, from 17 to 30, occasionally,
yeah.
if I didn't have any work or I needed some money, I would work just any old job
Yeah.
just to get some, So I've had experience of bad jobs,
Okay.
which makes me appreciate a good
To
job.
be here. Yeah.
And I appreciate being here. yeah.
So all of us used to watch TV, but it's not current to think about all the behind scene.
Yeah.
So how came the idea for you to work in this
in this
yes,
area.
in this area?
Well, it really started when I started working here, and my interest is in, as you'd imagine,
Yeah.
sort of music and audio and sound.
Yeah.
All right.
But then, because as a department we deliver all sorts of subjects,
Okay.
I just got involved with the TV side of things, and I learned a lot from our other lecturers whose speciality might be TV. So I still wouldn't say I know everything about it, but
Yeah.
my sort of knowledge and understanding has come from actually just working here.
Okay.
So yeah, I can answer some of your questions, but not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, fine,
okay.
yeah.
No, don't worry. It's okay.
And why you don't choose to work on the cinema factory and you choose to work in a university?
Well, personally, because I'd had some experience in teaching, because because I'd worked in the sort of music industry
Yeah.
specifically, it just was a natural progression for me.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our students, well, because I did things the opposite way around. So I
Did-
worked and then I went to university.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not typical in that sense. Whereas a lot of our students come to university and they sort of learn the foundations and skills they need to then go and work in industry. And to a certain extent, they're young enough to then
Okay.
think, right, let's move to London and
So you're teaching some experience, no? To
yeah. I
your
mean that's
students,
part, yeah. I think all of the staff in this department
Okay.
have some
Alright.
experience in industry, and I think that really helps because you can point out the good things and the bad things.
So, what do you think again about stranger students coming to Wrexham, coming to Glyndŵr University, and being here? Do you think that's a good idea, or
Oh yeah, I mean,
have
it's
you-
hopefully it's good for you guys, and that you get to experience something slightly different.
Yeah.
From our point of view, it's nice to meet new people and
Yeah.
and hopefully be able to help you out in some way. I also think it's good for on a sort of wider scale. I think it's good for the local area to have
Okay.
So an influence from different people. And
So we are French. So the question is quite evident. Is what do you think about French? Do you have some cliché about the French students or the French people? Be careful.
Yeah, I think there are cliches available.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
These are very noisy, no?
Well,
Be honest,
yeah.
Stefan. Be
no,
honest.
it's well, okay. How about this? Yes,
Yeah.
there are cliches, and I'll go through a few if you want in a minute.
Yeah.
Having said that, having spent a lot of time with French people,
Yeah.
I don't think those cliches are particularly true. But I mean, I think the obvious one. In the same way, the English, maybe the cliche is kind of the bowler hat,
Yeah.
and maybe like the
We
umbrella.
can,
Ah.
I think maybe the French version of that is like a beret,
Ah, the beret
stripy jumper.
yeah.
and the
Maybe ro-
baguette and.
Yeah, the baguette.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's a
But no one,
cliché.
believe-
no
Fine,
one
it's fine.
believes it. It's just if we need to
Okay, that's fair.
if we need
That's
to make
fair.
a joke, we just
Okay.
say that. Sorry.
And you said you love music.
Mm.
And do you playing on a music band or other?
Yeah, so I play play drums in a few bands. One of which is a band that we perform original music, and then I play in another band with a group of friends, and we play sort of just covers, and we play at people's weddings or parties and things
Yeah.
like that. The irony is that the band where I play covers is the one where I get paid the most.
Ah.
Whereas where we play our own stuff, it's very difficult to
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
to make
difficult.
money, yeah.
to make money. Sorry, but I like them both for different reasons.
And have you ever tried other instrument music than drums?
Yeah, so I can play a bit of piano,
Yeah.
and I can play sort of like the orchestral percussion instruments, so xylophone and things like that. When I was in school, I did exams in that kind of stuff. I tried playing the guitar. I'm terrible. I don't understand why it's
Yeah,
set
some
out like that.
chords,
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the guitar is a very badly designed instrument, but I can't prove it because everyone else
Yeah.
can play it.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you another question about Wrexham City.
Yep.
For a new person in the city, for you, what is the things that we absolutely have to visit or to see by coming in Wrexham?
Well, I think the surprising thing about Wrexham is you can travel around and there's an industrial estate and
Yeah.
there's lots of housing. But from the town centre, within 10-minute walk, you can be in the middle of a national park,
Yeah.
basically. So
Yeah.
that's a place called Erdig.
Okay.
And that's well worth going. And then there are various things dotted around the town centre. It's quite a historic town, so
All right.
I realise we're being told
Okay.
to wrap
Okay.
up, but I was just getting warmed up. But there are lots of things.
Okay. So
Please come and visit.
I will remember what we said.
Yeah, okay.
So
By the
thank
way,
you.
yeah.
Thank you everyone to listen to us, and thank you Stefan for
Thank you
answering
very
our
much.
question.
Yeah.
Thank you Victor,
Thank you for your
and
feedback.
that's it.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.